is sleeping quietly, and the moon is hanging low. The bakery lights are fading, the last car rolls away. A gentle breeze moves through the trees at the end of the day. The old clock tower watches like it always used to do, keeping all the little stories of me and you. And in the silence of the night, the years begin to glow. Moonlight over Main Street, silver shining on the stone. Every corner holds a memory of a place I called home. Moonlight over Main Street, soft as an old refrain, bringing back the laughter like a summer after rain. The record shop is empty, the window's dark and still, but I can hear the music floating softly from the hill. The cafe by the crossing closed a long time ago, yet somehow in the moonlight it never seems to go. Some places leave your life, but never leave your heart. Moonlight over Main Street, silver shining on the stone. Every corner holds a memory of a place I called home. Moonlight over Main Street, soft as an old refrain, bringing back the laughter like a summer after rain. Time has painted different colors on the streets we used to know, but beneath the quiet moonlight, the old feelings still show. And though the world keeps turning faster than before, I find a little comfort in what I'm looking for. Moonlight over Main Street, still shining through the years, on the dreams we used to carry and the hopes that brought us here. Moonlight over Main Street, like a song that never ends, a little piece of yesterday returning once again. Moonlight over Main Street, softly calling me. Moonlight over Main Street, where my heart still wants to be.
The evening sky is turning gold, just like it used to. We walk the road beside the sea, where summer met the shore. The waves still sang the same old song I've heard 1,000 times before. The wind moved gently through your hair as daylight drifted slow, and every color in the sky felt like a place we'd know. The years have passed like falling leaves, but some things never change. One more sunset together, one more evening by your side, watching daylight fade away with the ocean and the tide. One more sunset together, like the days we used to know, holding on to simple moments in the fading amber glow. The little cafe by the pier still shines when night arrives, and somewhere from an open door an old familiar record plays. The laughter from another time comes floating through the air, like memories that never left, they're always waiting there. Though yesterday is far away, its light still finds a way. One more sunset together, one more evening by your side, watching daylight fade away with the ocean and the tide. One more sunset together, like the days we used to know, holding on to simple moments in the fading amber glow. Someday these roads may disappear and seasons may move on, but every sunset paints your smile across the evening dawn. And when the stars begin to shine above the quiet blue, I'll always find a piece of home in memories of you. One more sunset together before the night begins to fall, just a little longer here, like we never changed at all. One more sunset together beneath the golden crimson skies, somewhere in the fading light, our story never says goodbye. One more sunset together, just you and I. One more sunset together beneath the evening sky.
of yesterday, still drifting through the air. An old cafe on a corner street, a jukebox softly glowing. The record spun a familiar tune while evening lights were showing. The laughter floated through the room like smoke beneath the light. Moments we never thought we'd lose, fading into night. We thought the world would stay the same, forever young and bright. The sound of yesterday still echoes in my heart, like a melody we used to know before we drifted apart. The sound of yesterday comes back with every breeze, a little piece of who we were, carried through the trees. The photographs are worn and pale, the colors slowly gone, yet every smile remains alive whenever I hear that song. The summer roads, the ocean air, the sunsets by the shore, somehow they still return to me like waves forevermore. Though seasons changed around us, the memories stayed behind. The sound of yesterday still echoes in my heart, like a melody we used to know before we drifted apart. The sound of yesterday comes back with every breeze, a little piece of who we were, carried through the trees. And if I close my eyes tonight, I can almost hear the distant voices calling out from another year. No, they never truly vanished, they only learned to hide inside the songs and simple things the time could never take. The sound of yesterday still plays beyond the years, through every faded photograph and every silent tear. The sound of yesterday will never fade away, as long as there's a song to sing or a memory to stay. The sound of yesterday softly calling my name. The sound of yesterday still remains. The leaves were turning amber, and the air was growing sweet. September came so quietly, like a song I almost knew, drifting through the open window on an afternoon with you. The sunlight crossed the wooden floor in shades of golden brown, and every little moment felt too beautiful to count. We didn't know the days were passing, like footprints in the sand. Forever in September, that's where my heart remains, beneath beneath the golden afternoons and soft November rain, forever in September, where every dream felt new. If I could live one season twice, I'd spend it there with you. The cafe on the corner street still stands beneath the trees. Though years have come and years have gone, it carries echoes on the breeze. I pass it every now and then and pause a little while, remembering the way you laughed and that easy, careless smile. Some memories grow quieter, but never fade away. Forever in September, that's where my heart remains, beneath the golden afternoons and soft November rain. Forever in September, where every dream felt new. If I could live one season twice, I'd spend it there with you. Time keeps moving like a river, far beyond our sight. Yet certain moments stay suspended in the fading light. And every autumn evening, when the sky turns rose and blue, I find myself returning to those days I shared with you. Forever in September, the season of our song, the place where all the little things still feel like they belong. Forever in September, though years have wandered through, a part of me is always there, walking home with you. Forever in September, beneath the amber sky. Forever in September, never saying goodbye.
The streetlights woke before the stars on evenings painted gold. We'd ride our bikes through sleepy towns, too young to feel old. The radio played somewhere far a song we used to know. The summer wind would carry it anywhere we'd go. We never counted all the days we thought they'd never end. When the summer was ours and the sky stayed forever blue, we were chasing the hours like there was nothing else to do. With your hand in mine and the world just beyond the trees. When the summer was ours, life was dancing in the breeze. The lake reflected amber light as daylight slipped away. We wrote our names inside the sand and watched the tide erase. The old cafe beside the pier still lingers in my mind, like photographs that fade with years yet somehow stay alive. We never knew how fast time runs until it ran away. When the summer was ours and the sky stayed forever blue, we were chasing the hours like there was nothing else to do. With your hand in mine and the world just beyond the trees. When the summer was ours, life was dancing in the breeze. Now seasons come and seasons go like waves along the shore, but every time the warm wind blows I hear those days once more. When the summer was ours and the sunset painted everything gold, we were writing our story in a world we thought we'd always hold. Though the years rolled by like the clouds drifting over the sea, when the summer was ours, you were home to me. When the summer was ours, I still hear it in the breeze. When the summer was ours, living softly in my memories.
There's a letter in a wooden drawer, folded thin with age, written on a rainy night, across a lonely page. Your name still rests in faded ink beneath a trembling line. 1,000 words I meant to say, but never found the time. Was hanging by my window while the city slept below. It's a letter never sent, a story left behind, a pocket full of yesterdays still wandering through my mind. Every word remains like footprints in the sand. It's a letter never sent, still reaching for your hand. The cafe where we used to meet has changed its painted sign, but every corner holds a trace of moments that were mine. I wonder if you'd smile today or simply pass me by, like strangers sharing silent roads beneath the same old sky. Time kept turning every season season, like pages in a book. It's a letter never sent, a story left behind, a pocket full of yesterdays, still wandering through my mind. Every word remains like footprints in the sand. It's a letter never sent, still reaching for your hand. Years have drifted down the river far beyond the bend, yet some hearts keep unfinished songs that never truly end. If the wind could carry letters past the places we once knew, maybe somewhere in the distance it would find its way to you. It's a letter never sent, but the feeling stayed alive through every changing season and every passing drive. Though the ink has grown faint and the paper turned to gold, it's a letter never sent, with a love it still holds. So it rests inside the drawer where the quiet memories blend, a small piece of forever in a letter never sent.
The evening light falls through the window like an old song I remember. There was a little corner diner down on Willow Lane, where every face was familiar and everybody knew your name. The radio would softly play from somewhere near the door, and we'd sit there talking for hours, dreaming of something more. We thought those days would last forever, like summer skies that never fade. Take me back to those golden days when the world moved slow and easy. Back to those golden days when every little dream felt free. The sunset stayed a little longer, the stars seemed brighter in the blue. Take me back to those golden days, back to the days with you. The old oak tree beside the river still stands against the sky, though the years have come and gone, and so much has passed us by. Sometimes I walk those roads again, just to hear the silence speak, and find the scattered
Seasons changed around us, but the memories never left. Take me back to those golden days when the world moved slow and easy. Back to those golden days when every little dream felt free. The sunset stayed a little longer. The stars seem brighter in the blue. Take me back to those golden days. Back to the days with you. Maybe time was never slower. Maybe we were simply young, finding magic in the ordinary before the race had begun. And though I know we can't return to the way things used to be, the warmth of those forgotten afternoons still lives inside of me. Take me back to those golden days, to the laughter and the music. Back to those golden days, to the moments we held on to. Though the years keep rolling onward, like the waves upon the shore, back to those golden days, they'll live forevermore. Back to those golden days, still shining in my mind. Back to those golden days left behind.
Old photographs and you, that's all the evening brings. I found a dusty little box upon a shelf upstairs, filled with faded summer days and moments unaware. A picture from a county fair, a smile I used to know, captured in a frame of time from long, long ago. The years may blur the colors, but they can't erase the light. Old photographs and you still live inside my mind, like melodies from distant days that time could never hide. Old photographs and you appear when shadows fall, like pages from a favorite book. I still recall them all. The corner diner by the square, the jukebox by the door, the way we laugh at little things I don't hear anymore. The world has changed its face so much, the streets don't look the same, but every picture brings me back whenever I hear
your name. Some memories grow softer but never truly leave. Old photographs and you still live inside my mind, like melodies from distant days. The time could never hide. Old photographs and you appear when shadows fall, like pages from a favorite book. I still recall them all. If I could step inside a frame just for a little while, I'd walk those golden afternoons and meet your younger smile. But life keeps turning quietly, like records spinning slow, and all that's left are treasured scenes from years we used to know. Old photographs and you remain through every year. 1,000 miles and seasons later, you still feel near. Old photographs and you, like stars that softly shine, a gentle piece of yesterday, forever intertwined. Old photographs and you still hanging on my wall. Old photographs and you, the sweetest memory of all. The evening light is fading, just like another year. I found an old sweater hanging by the door, the one I used to wear back when life felt slow. A photograph beside it smiling in the sun, a little piece of yesterday before the years had run. Sometimes I stop and wonder how it all slipped by. Where has the time gone? The summers and the songs, the little moments I believed would somehow last so long. Where has the time gone? The days we used to know, like leaves upon an autumn wind, they drift and softly go. The park bench by the river still faces west at dusk, where we'd sit and watch the sky turn gold above the water. The town looks almost different now, new faces everywhere. but every street still holds a trace of memories in the air. The world keeps moving forward while my heart looks behind. Where has the time gone? The summers and the songs, the little moments I believed would somehow last so long. Where has the time gone? The days we used to know, like leaves upon an autumn wind, they drift and softly go. Maybe nothing truly leaves us, maybe it just changes shape, living in forgotten melodies or the sunlight on a rainy day. And every now and then a memory returns, like an old familiar record waiting for its turn. Where has the time gone? The laughter and the tears, the hopes we carried in our hands across the passing years. Where has the time gone? Those seasons come and go, the love inside those memories still glows like evening gold. Where has the time gone? I whisper to the sky. Where has the time gone? As the day says goodbye.
One more song before the night slips away. The old dance hall on Willow Street still glows beneath the light, like a memory that never left the corners of my mind. A record spinning slow and warm, a melody so true. It's where I first held out my hand and shared a dance with you. Back then the world felt wide and free, like it would never change. We were dancing through the years, through every season, every mile, holding on to little dreams and every reason to smile. Though the days have come and gone like echoes carried by the wind, we're still dancing through the years, like the song will never end. The photographs are turning gold inside a weathered frame, but every glance still brings me back to when we learned our names. The riverside, the carnival lights, the summer evening skies, they live inside the simple songs that never really die. The hands of time kept moving on,
but never took it all. We were dancing through the years, through every season, every mile, holding on to little dreams and every reason to smile. Though the days have come and gone like echoes carried by the wind, we're still dancing through the years, like the song will never end. Now the music plays a little softer and the nights arrive too soon, but when you lean your head against me, I still hear that same old tune. The room disappears around us, the decades fade from view, and for a moment we're still standing where our story first came true. We're still dancing through the years, through the laughter and the tears, through the changing of the world and all the passing years. Though the stars have traveled far and yesterday is out of sight, we're still dancing through the years, beneath the same moonlight. One more song, one more slow goodbye, still dancing through the years, you and I.
Some roads never really end, they just live inside our hearts. There's an old road by the river, winding through the trees. Would follow it on summer nights with nothing but the breeze. The streetlights glowed like fireflies along the narrow lane, and every step beside you there felt simple and the same. We never thought about tomorrow, we only chased the sun. The road we used to know still calls my name sometimes, through faded days and passing years and all the changing signs. The road we used to know still lives beneath the sky, a place where every memory refuses to say goodbye. The little store on Maple Street is gone without a trace, but in my mind I see it still in your familiar face. The seasons painted everything in colors soft and slow, leaving pieces of our lives along that winding road. Though time has carried us away, the feeling still remains. The road we used to know still calls my name sometimes, through faded days and passing years and all the changing signs. The road we used to know still lives beneath the sky, a place where every memory refuses to say goodbye. And if I find myself there someday, walking all alone, I know I'll gently through the pines. The years may blur the details like old photographs in rain, but some roads stay forever, no matter how far we change. The road we used to know still shines when daylight fades, like a song that keeps on playing, though the record's worn with age. The road we used to know will always lead me home to the moments that we shared and the love we've always known. The road we used to know, still waiting in the dust. The road we used to know, a part of us.
The evening settles softly across the fields of gold. There's an old road by the hillside where the wildflowers used to grow. We would wander without a reason, with nowhere we had to go. The summer seemed to last forever beneath those endless skies, and every dream felt close enough to reach with open eyes. We never knew those moments would someday turn to memories. The days we left behind still shine like evening light, falling through the windows on a quiet autumn night. The days we left behind still live within my heart, though the years keep rolling by. They never drift too far. The little station by the river, the benches painted blue, the laughter floating on the breeze reminds me so of you. The town has changed its colors, new faces pass me by, but somewhere in the distance the old days still survive. Time may keep on moving, but some feelings stay the same. The days we left behind still shine like evening light, falling through the windows on a quiet autumn night. feels hurried and everything has changed, I find those golden afternoons waiting just the same. The days we left behind still glow beneath the stars, like pages of a storybook, remembering who we are. The days we left behind, though yesterday is gone, their light remains to guide me, like the first light of the dawn. The days we left behind still whisper through the trees. The days we left behind stay with me.
A little crackle in the silence, and suddenly you're here again. I found an old record tonight, hidden on the highest shelf. Dust upon the paper sleeve, like time upon itself. The labels worn, the colors fade, the songs are still the same, and every note that starts to play whispers your sweet name. The room grows smaller as the music turns, and yesterday comes into view. Memories on vinyl, spinning slowly through the years, bringing back the summer nights, the laughter and the tears. Memories on vinyl, like a photograph in sound. Every melody we loved still turns around and around. The living room was filled with light on those long July afternoons. You'd hum along to every song and dance around the room. The window open to the breeze, the world beyond the door. Those simple days keep finding me like waves upon the shore. Those seasons change and years move on, some songs never grow old. Memories on vinyl, spinning slowly through the years, bringing back the summer nights, the laughter and the tears. Memories on vinyl, like a photograph in sound. Every melody we loved still turns around and around. The needle finds another groove, a voice from long ago, and for a while the distance fades more than you'll ever know. The record keeps on turning, though the night is growing late, holding little pieces years of a life that time could never take. Memories on vinyl, laying softly in the dark, like a lantern made of music, keeping safe a tiny spark. Memories on vinyl, though the years have traveled far, every song still shines for you, like an old familiar star. The record slows, the music fades, but the memories on vinyl remain.
The room is quiet now, only the record remains. The needle finds a familiar groove on a worn-out vinyl side. The evening settles by the window as the city dims outside. A photograph upon the shelf catches the fading light, and suddenly the years return like stars in the night. Some songs grow older but never lose their heart. Until the music fades away, I'll keep these memories near. Every note still carries the laughter we left here. Until the music fades away and the final chorus ends, I'll hold on to those golden days again and again. The little house on Maple Street, the radio in the hall, the summer nights that felt so long when we thought we'd seen it all. The seasons turn like pages and time moves softly on, but every melody remains long after it is gone. The world keeps changing, yet some feelings stay the same. Until the music fades away, I'll keep these memories near. Every note still carries the laughter we left here. Until the music fades away and the final chorus ends, I'll hold on to those golden days again and again. Maybe that's the gift of music, together scattered years, to turn old moments into stories and silence into tears. And when the night grows colder or the road feels far too long, I find my way back home again, inside an old familiar song. Until the music fades away, the echoes still remain, like sunlight through the curtains or footsteps in the rain. Until the music fades away and the record finally slows, the love inside these memories will always softly glow. Until the music fades away, I'll still hear you. Until the music fades away, the song lives on.
The night was settling softly, still on. The dashboard lights were glowing on a road I used to drive. The city faded in the distance as the stars came out alive. The windows down, the summer air drifted through the dark, and somewhere from that little speaker came a voice that left a mark. It wasn't just a melody, it felt like coming home. The last song on the radio played softly through the night, like a photograph of yesterday, bathed in golden light. The last song on the radio still echoes in my soul, a simple tune from long ago that somehow made me whole. The singer sounded older, like the records that we'd keep stacked beside the living room where memories still sleep. Every word felt familiar, like a friend I hadn't seen, bringing back forgotten places and everything between. Some songs never leave us, they just wait for quieter days. The last song on the radio played softly through the night, like a photograph of yesterday, bathed in golden light. The last song on the radio still echoes in my soul, a simple tune from long ago that somehow made me whole. The station faded slowly into whispers and the rain, but the feeling stayed beside me long after it was gone. Maybe that's the way of music, maybe that's the way of time, leaving little pieces of itself in hearts like yours and mine. The last song on the radio still plays inside my mind, through every passing season and every road I find. The last song on the radio will never truly end, it's waiting in the silence like an old familiar friend. The radio grew quiet, the night rolled on, but that last song still